Hey, I'm Tom Houck, here to talk about the Pennsylvania Invasion Technique Camp, or as we call it for short, the PA NVA Camp. This is going to be an incredible camp. And first, I'd just like to address the theme of the camp. Anybody who's serious about getting really good in wrestling knows that Pennsylvania is the place to go for tournaments, for clinics, for camps. It's just arguably the greatest wrestling state in the nation. I was just at Nationals in New York City, and they announced that out of all the people, all the college Division I wrestlers at NCAAs, Pennsylvania had more than double the number of wrestlers than any other state, or close to double. And then, of course, Penn State at the college level has won the national championship 5 of the last 6 years. So Pennsylvania is a tremendous wrestling state. It's always been. It's almost like a different world up there. And so we decided to go invade Pennsylvania, find some of the best coaches and wrestlers that they have, and bring them down to us so the kids in Virginia, Maryland, DC, West Virginia can benefit from that and improve, and we can rise in the rankings as well. So super, super excited about this camp. The lineup is incredible. I'll just go through real quick. Starting with 2015 NCAA champion Matt Brown from Penn State. Thrilled that he's coming. He's a national champ. He's a Big Ten champ. He has won scholarships and awards for his academic excellence. He was a missionary. He is an author. He serves in the Army now. He's just an all-around great person, a tremendous role model for our kids, in addition to being a great wrestler. I want to say real quick that one of the things we're going to really emphasize at this camp is just personal interactions from the clinicians. Small group Q&A sessions, personal discussions, and not just about technique, even though it's called a technique camp, but about off-season training and weightlifting and mental toughness and mental preparation and nutrition and diet, taking care of your body. All these things we want these tremendous wrestlers and coaches sharing their thoughts with our kids. And Matt Brown is just an outstanding individual, so we're thrilled that he's coming. Two-time NCAA finalist Mitchell Port, 4-time All-American. He's now an assistant coach at Edinboro University in Pennsylvania, which is where he wrestled, which is one of the great smaller school programs in the country. They finished 5th in the nation just 2 years ago. But Mitchell Port will be here. He's wrestled Logan Stever, 4-time national champ, several times, and it was always close. And so an unbelievable wrestler. We're thrilled that Mitchell Port will be here. Joe Kemmerer will be here. He's a 2-time Division II national champ. He's a University World Team member in Greco and a national champion. And he's just an incredible instructor and teacher. I believe he used to work a lot with Ken Sherto at his camps, and now Joe goes around and does his own clinics and camps, and he's outstanding. So many good things said about him all the time. High energy. The kids are going to love Joe if they don't know him already. He's got his own following. And then Canaan Bethea, another clinician, 2-time NCAA qualifier from the University of Pennsylvania. Just missed All-American status, but a great wrestler at a high level, and comes from a tremendous family of wrestling. I know his brother, who helped us at top this winter quite a bit. He's got 2 brothers that wrestled at Penn this year, and his family started a youth wrestling facility in New Jersey, where he's originally from. And so it's a family that's committed to wrestling, that understands youth wrestling, and obviously Canaan is a accomplished wrestler himself, so we're thrilled that he will be here for several days. And then our camp counselors, I have 2 identified right now, but one is Jason Nolf of Penn State, current NCAA freshman this year, NCAA finalist at Penn State, arguably the most exciting college wrestler in the country. And Eric Brugel, who's an old buddy of mine, had over 100 wins for Penn State back in the day at the Division I level, an All-American at Penn State, and Eric will be with us as well, and some more to be named. So what else needs to be said? I just want to emphasize, though, I think this is going to be one of the best camps, certainly in the region, if not in the country. Now, some of the big universities have these massive camps with tons of mats and tons of clinicians, and that's great. It's a great experience to go to a college atmosphere like that and get that exposure. But the one thing about Top of the Podium that's different is, even if we sell out, which by the way, I think the PA Invasion Camp is going to sell out quick because of who we have coming and because people in the know about Pennsylvania wrestling. But even if we sell out, there's only 45, 50 kids max here. We roll out some more mats. And we have several of these clinicians each day, plus the counselors. And there's going to be personal interaction with these guys. They're going to actually be helping and working with them. And we're going to have small group discussions. And we might have some concurrent sessions too. And then last but not least, this is going to be an optional add-on, but we're going to have a late afternoon practice. Let me back up. So the camp itself will have a 2-hour morning session, break for lunch, 2-hour afternoon session with our clinicians, sometimes concurrent sessions, sometimes as a group, sometimes small group Q&A on various topics. But later in the afternoon, we're going to have an optional add-on session. It will be very cheap for our regular campers if they want to stay. And then other people who couldn't get into the camp because it sold out can also sign up for the optional practice, which is going to be a college level type practice. Less learning technique and more what's it like to be in a college practice in a room led by the people that we just mentioned. Matt Brown leading the practice, Joe Kemmerer leading the practice. Everybody that I mentioned will be there. And there'll be drilling, and it will be live wrestling against other tough kids, and maybe some conditioning. Maybe we'll go running on the trail if the coaches want to do that at the end, climbing ropes. So it's going to be great. And like I said, it can be a little add-on to the camp for the full-day campers, or for the people who can't get in because they don't sign up in time. They can attend the practice if there's room as well. Anyway, I think that's all I want to say about the camp. It's June 27th to 30th, and if you're interested in this, I would just sign up soon because, like I said, people who know about wrestling know about Pennsylvania, and I think it's going to sell out pretty quickly. If it hasn't already, depending on when you're watching this video. Thanks a lot.